lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, it's been an odd thing here over the last couple of years where we've had scientists or people that had access to information that had to deal with maybe UFOs, UAPs, nuclear information, propulsion. Some of them are scientists, and even some of them were just lab administrative assistants, like this one woman, Melissa Casillas, that went missing in a national forest in New Mexico. Well, she has turned up. They have found Melissa, but she's not doing well. They actually found her pretty much petrified remains.
Oh, no.
And there was a gunshot in her skull.
Oh, no.
Yes, in a remote part of Carson National Forest. This happened on Monday. She was last seen in June of this last year.
Was there a gun found near the scene?
Don't believe so.
That is suspicious.
So
wow.
They haven't announced that if it is. So I don't know. I'm going to look further, but what I saw was an initial report on it. So yeah, there might be some things that might lay it out a little bit better.
Was she working on propulsion?
She was an administrative assistant, so, you know, it's not that she would be the designer, but sometimes even in those positions, there are papers or things that might come through your desk or you might get your eyeballs on that you would still need a non-disclosure agreement so that you don't pass that on to somebody, so somebody still might find some worth in what you've seen.
Wow.
Even if you didn't create it yourself.
That is some scary stuff.
Do you remember if she's the one that said, if I end up turned up dead, that's a different one?
Yeah, that was someone that's actually working on the propulsion. Yeah, they're two different people. So we'll see. But there have been about 15 of them, and there's the answer to one at least. So we'll see and wish for better things for some of the other people that have gone missing.
Bullet to the head with no gun around?
Again, let me see. They didn't
as
report
of right
that.
now.
Yeah, there could be. So I don't know. We'll see. They didn't report. There's only just that they found her with that. And is it a murder? Is it a suicide?
Sorry,
we'll find out.
I'll calm down Conspiracy Bird for until we get more details.
I don't know. I think you need to liven Conspiracy Bird up and bring him out.
Well, if I'm not here on Monday, you know why.
Good thing is we have
Drank too much on Sunday?
Yeah, you're hungover.
Yeah.
This is a crazy story, too. A Miami biotech executive was followed into a skyscraper in downtown Miami where he lived and didn't realize he was being followed by another man who then took him and threw him off of the building's 25th floor.
What the hell?
This according to newly released surveillance video.
You see it go down?
Justin Zellin was seen walking into Miami Beach's 47-story Akoya condominium with a bearded man, Corey Turley, following behind on February 12th, 3 days before his death.
We know who the bearded man is?
It sounds like it. So, yeah, motives and all that kind of stuff. Who knows what was going on there, but
this has
another
happened,
kind of mystery.
This has happened before where people are at the mall and someone just runs up and throws them over the balcony with no connection. They're just not all there.
They had a psycho moment.
They had a psycho moment, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Watch them balconies.
Dang.
Well, there's a man who accidentally shot himself in the nards while shopping at a Walmart in Sarasota.
You big dummy.
Apparently, he was adjusting the gun in the holster in his waistband when it went off.
I mean, that's worse than the gun instructor that shot himself in the foot. Yeah. He's teaching about gun safety.
That's funny.
Not for him.
Not for him.
No word on how this nardless man is doing.
Oh, man.
Another man in Bradenton was arrested after FHP investigators say he tried to sell a stolen radioactive device on Facebook Marketplace. 24-year-old Marco Antonio Benitez Jr. allegedly listed a stolen moisture density gauge worth $10,000 to $20,000 for sale online. The device is commonly used in construction to measure soil and asphalt conditions and contains cesium-137, a radioactive isotope. The gauge can expose people to harmful radiation if damaged or handled improperly, and only licensed operators are legally allowed to possess or use it. Investigators arranged an undercover purchase, but Benitez allegedly failed to show up for the meeting.
He got cold feet. He knew.
Troopers then conducted a radiation scan from outside his residence, which produced an industrial-level alert indicating radioactive material was present.
Damn.
A specialized radiological detection team located the gauge inside the home and found the radioactive source was still intact and undamaged. Authorities safely recovered the device and said there was no danger to the public because the radioactive material had not been compromised. Officials have not said how Benitez obtained the gauge. He was charged with grand theft and possession of a controlled radiation device without a license.
I mean, I am so shocked that something sketchy went down on Facebook Marketplace. It's always so on the up and up.
Nuclear devices? For real? The heck, man?
Dog, Facebook Marketplace is no joke.
I am so into these videos right now of people in their home cooking on Facebook Marketplace and then selling it to other people. People come and show up in their driveway and buy like trays of home prepared food and then sit in their car and eat it and do reviews. Buying food off Facebook Marketplace. Would you ever?
No, thanks.
Yeah, I would. Because I'm a journalist and I want to get to the story.
Dude, it's a thing and it is fascinating to me.
I don't know if is that legal where you can sell food without a permit? Or
I don't think it is.
I don't think that's safety hazards.
I think you're supposed to have, because I know when we do the festivals, that's considered like a pop-up food service, and we have to be held to a high standard of cleanliness. You have to have a certain amount of wash areas and soap and this and that, and they come in and inspect us, and if you don't have what you need, they can fine you or shut you down.
I wouldn't recommend it.
But it's out there. It's a big thing. People are selling food out of their house on Facebook Marketplace.
A Florida DoorDash driver says a routine food delivery turned into a nightmare when she arrived at a home in Cocoa and was met at the door by a naked man. The woman dropped the order and tried to head back to her car, but the man allegedly grabbed her, restrained her, and pressed himself against her as she tried to escape.
This pig.
He also allegedly grabbed her buttocks and yelled at her as she fled. She managed to get back to her vehicle where she called 911. The suspect, 20-year-old Jamar Carter, initially denied ordering the food and claimed he wasn't home, but investigators later found evidence that the DoorDash order had been placed. He was then arrested and charged with attempted kidnapping and attempted sexual battery.
Whoa.
What an idiot. You're at your house. How do you think this is going to go? We know who you are.
Yes. I wouldn't trust the food on Facebook Marketplace, and I wouldn't trust the brownies from Megan Perry either. She shocked Nantucket school officials on Tuesday by giving committee members brownies containing laxatives during a public meeting.
Oh, damn. She tried to poison them?
Again,
Yes.
watch what you're eating.
She was trying to make a point by this stunt. Here's a bit of the audio from the meeting.
They're brownies. I know this time of day for me is like totally draining.
That is very sweet of you.
So
Thank you.
Brought them in. It's my understanding they do have a non-detect level of X-lax in them. But I figured since we're okay with a non-detect level of PFAS, it would probably be okay. So
Thanks.
Yes, they have non-detect level PFAS on a proposed artificial turf field, and she was trying to make a point about what non-detect levels mean. So you just ate non-detect levels of X-Lax in your brownie.
I see her point, but you can't do that.
Yes.
Walker, you got things you gotta go in cuffs.
She's unhinged.
You gotta go in cuffs, y'all.
We appreciate that you're trying to fight the good fight, but you can't poison the councilman.
You just can't poison people in general.
Yeah. Police kind of looking into it right now.
Oh, boy.
Tracy Renshaw is suing Outback Steakhouse for $1.5 million after slipping on mashed potatoes at a Sterling, Virginia location in May of 2023.
Does she have a case?
It says she fell face first onto the restaurant's hard floor while walking to the restroom.
Damn.
She said she has serious ongoing issues and is going for negligence for failing to keep the floors clear.
I mean, mashed potatoes on a wood floor, you would fall too.
I hate to say it, Outback, but I think you do have some worries.
No worries, mate.
Yeah, I think you got some worries here.
And this is another odd story. This one at an Olive Garden where a server was fired the day after she got a $700 tip on a $32 bill.
They fired her before she could collect her tip?
Now, her mom is going viral for telling the story about how her daughter was fired from the Olive Garden. Apparently, she was upset after they said that she'd have to wait to get the tip until they investigated it. Here is the mama.
She received a $700 tip on a $30 tab from a regular customer that hadn't been in a while. She didn't notice it until after he left. When she took it to the manager told her to put 0 in the tab because that was just too much money to hand out. Clearly, she was upset. Her manager then said to her that she's here to do a job, and if she can't do it, then she needs to leave. My daughter got herself together, completed her shift, and at the end of the shift, they then told her that they could give her 20%. So they gave her $6 on the $700 tip. Today she was going to go in, which she did. They just fired her. So she's like, I don't want to leave because why all of a sudden do I have a $700 tip and I'm fired the next day? So they tell her that they're calling the police. And she's like, good, call the police because you're stealing my money.
Ah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
I want to hear everyone's side of this story.
And are we sure that person is of sound mind that left the money?
The other thing, too, people got to understand, does Olive Garden even have a policy in their handbook? If you have to look at all those things. If they got a policy and saying, if you've received this, I don't know if they do.
But if that person is of sound mind that left her that tip, they need to honor that tip and give it to her.
You know, I totally agree. But let's say Olive Garden did have a policy that she didn't know about. You know, sometimes you have policies in your company you don't even know about.
You're right.
And if they have to investigate it because they've been burned before, there might be a reason why. I'm sticking up for Olive Garden.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
I'm sticking up for the waitress.
I'm sticking up for the waitress, too, if the person's of sound mind.
Okay.
That's fascinating. We need an update for that.